Yeah.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And
So
maybe the other
Clemson
fucking
headed
side.
toward the football
Okay.
to break the seal on this 2027 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Oh, stop.
Working the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Underwood. Comes down, it's Buchanan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The give on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Makes the catch. It's Henson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This this crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. He's got it down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Left side, it's Burrows. Makes the grab in their space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throwing, Lewis. Finds his big tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go play action. Bryce Underwood fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Marsh. Turning it on. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Handoff from the gun. All over him immediately. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They give it to him again. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Those last 2 runs did not work, and now they're staring at 3rd and 19. Here's Underwood to throw. Gonna let it fly. Upstairs he's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Caught. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Play action with Underwood. He's got the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lewis. They'll run the screen. Turns it on at midfield. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Underwood. Out wide left, it's Stewart. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Underwood. Under pressure. He wants to go deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Yeah, he caught it with a red fucking
What a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clemson jumps to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle.
Snags it, and he's open. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Play fake, Underwood. Moves to his right. On the move, he fires. That one just came off his hand badly. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a...
He's got it for a big play. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Motion from the back. Throwing, Underwood. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Look out! Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his man. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right side, it's Moore. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the Yukon Huskies. And it's the Owls looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
From deep, it's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. There he goes. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis gets rid of it. Caught. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Throwing, Lewis. Throws it deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. Ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now turn this thing around?
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On the snap, it's Marsh. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Making the adjustment. They'll send the back in motion. Underwood from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Lewis on the play action. Left side, it's Burrows. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Hunter. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The give to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lewis unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the defense really stepped up in the They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Underwood in the gun on third down. All kinds of time before he fires right. Turning it on. The 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the return, it's Smith. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. But, and he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Here's Lewis to throw. He lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the offense back onto the field. finds his target. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Complete on 3rd down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, plows through the defense. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Davidson. Open space at the 25. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the...
Lots of running room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Underwood. They're all over it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throws to the back. Right on the money. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Again, it's Underwood. Going downfield for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.